Over the years that I've watched anime, every now and again there are those few special shows that will latch onto my mind. Devilman Crybaby for its dark, gritty story and unique visual style, Cowboy Bebop for its snazzy, jazzy vibe, and Gurren Lagann for being the hypest mecha I've ever seen. These anime and others like them will most likely never take the center stage again, but they pushed what I thought anime could do and what it could be by going further beyond the boundaries set by other anime. These shows create their own atmosphere, their stories unique and unlike anything seen before. Where some anime stick to tropes and continue to create bland characters, these special few anime will stand the test of time and stay above the rest. Which brings me to Samurai Champloo, one of the most memorable anime I've ever watched. Now this anime has a special place in my heart, and I really don't want to ruin this experience for anyone, so I'm going to avoid spoilers as much as possible. Samurai Champloo's story is quite simple. This girl, Fu Kazumi, is a waitress working at a local tea house, and after an encounter with two samurai, Mugen and Jin, which end up destroying the tea house and being dragged off to be executed. Fu has nothing left tying her to the town, so she decides to go on a journey, and after some convincing and rescuing, she hires Mugen and Jin to be her bodyguards, to find a samurai with a scent of sunflowers. This story isn't a big grandiose journey that needs to be completed or the world ends. It's chill. Each episode covers a day or two of the journey and it doesn't matter what they are doing, because everything is entertaining and it all pushes the story forwards and builds the world around them. Everything teaches us a little bit about each character, what they care about and what leads them to being in this moment. They could be competing in an eating contest, getting poisoned by some badass bitch, dealing with assassins, or perhaps they just meet someone interesting along their journey. But no matter what they do, it is a joy to watch and enhances the story. This anime has everything. Well choreographed fight scenes, it has comedic moments, and then it'll hit your emotions hard. Every episode may not be a 10 out of 10, and the early episodes can feel disconnected with a lack of continuity between them. But despite this, as their journey continues, you grow more and more attached to each character. You resonate with how they feel and think, and it all comes together at the end, with one of the most hype endings that left me feeling satisfied. Speaking of the characters, Fu Kazumi is quite annoying, and at the start of the anime I felt like she was getting in the way of the characters I actually wanted to see. But as it went on, I enjoyed how she wasn't just being protected, and she was a necessary part of the group that would get shit done and show her determination and bravery in completing her goal. Mugen fights and acts in an unorthodox way. He will do breakdancing moves while he fights and anything goes. He is a sarcastic wild man that doesn't give a shit, that is incredibly fun to watch no matter what he is doing. Whereas Jin is his complete opposite. He acts extremely stoic and fights in an orthodox style. Every movement he makes is extremely well practiced, and it is clear that despite his honorable nature, he has a dark past. These characters being exact opposites while also being so entertaining is such an amazing feat. I never thought an extremely uptight and orthodox character like Jin could be so badass, and seeing how these three interact with each other and bounce off of their differences felt so real and satisfying. It seemed like how people would actually interact and talk with one another. The fight scenes in Samurai Champloo are, well, perfect. There is absolutely no bullshit, no inner monologue, and no flashback. The characters' fighting styles are unique to them. Mugen fights like Mugen, and Jin fights like Jin. And I can't be certain of this, but I feel when making this anime, they spent a long time choreographing the fights. Because goddamn did they do a good job. Every single fight is breathtaking, and they encapsulate you in a feeling of awe that not many anime are able to top. The character design was also done amazingly. Everyone, and I mean everyone, looks different. Even characters you may only see once. Of course, the main characters look more unique and interesting, but I like how much effort was put into making the people seem different. And if people do look the same, they're usually a part of the same group or town, or were meant to seem ordinary. However, this anime is old. It came out back in 2004, so you're not going to find any of that sweet 1080p or 4K. The best quality is 480p, but it still looks amazing despite it, so I would still recommend it. The music in this anime is, man, I don't even have the words that will do it justice. Just listen to it. The combination of Edo era Japan with sick ass hip hop beats was something I didn't think could work that well. But it just hits and keeps on hitting. So when you watch this anime, watch the opening and ending fully at least once. You won't regret it. This anime is a special show that has its own atmosphere, music and style that can only be described as Samurai Champloo. And I don't think there will be anything quite like it again. The few people I have met that have watched this show have all held it in high regard. So if you haven't seen it, and even if you don't think this is the kind of anime you would usually like, give it a go. You might be pleasantly surprised. And hey, even if you don't like it, at least you got some sick ass beats to listen to. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe and comment, I respond to those.